Welcome to the Gospel 2 channel. Today we are going to start from where we stopped in our last session where I explained the concept of sin. My initial plan was to go straight into examining each of the laws in the Ten Commandments to identify if they are sinful in themselves or if it was the law that made them to become sinful. But if I do that without first establishing the base point upon which my analogy will stand on, there will be a lot of misconceptions. So to avoid I would like to state clearly that this analogy is done only by applying human rationality. There is no spiritual or religious involvement. If I'm very clear on this, then I would like to start by asking us a question. Who is God? Can anyone boldly say that he has seen God, heard him speak, or that he has touched him? I don't think that there will be any definite answer to these questions. We all know that it is in human nature for us to pursue knowledge of the unknown. We always try to identify ourselves with things that are unfamiliar to us. And this curiosity has led to so many different illustrations and descriptions of who God is and how He works. But I would like to ask again, is God what people think or believed Him to be? That's a food for thought anyway. You can ponder on that. If it is generally accepted that God cannot be seen, heard, nor touched by any human being, who then gave Moses the Ten Commandments on Mount Sinai? Another food for thought. Be digesting this one. Maka na elichekwa nka, ọzọ ka na-abịakwa. While we are having deep thoughts in this question, I would like to highlight some of the life history of Moses to us so that it will help us to know where I am heading to. We all know that according to the history in the Bible, Moses grew in the house of Pharaoh in Egypt as a prince. And being a prince, you have access to so many things. You have access to good teachers of the law. You have access to good spiritual practitioners. You have access to the best religious practitioners. These are what Moses experienced in Egypt. He had access to all this knowledge, including, to mention, the 42 principles of Mahat that the Egyptian practice. So with this data that I've just highlighted, do you still believe that it was God that gave Moses the 10 commandments, or did he write that commandment by himself? We can still be thinking on this question as well. One school of thought may want to defend that it was God that gave it to him. But I tell you, the truth remains that there is no parameter to measure that God was the one that gave Moses the 10th commandment. But there are a lot of data to support that Moses wrote that commandment by himself. He is a leader. and he acquired leadership skill, high standard leadership skill in Egypt as a prince. So he knows how to write laws, he knows how to interpret them, he knows what it takes to lead people and how to make people to be in line. So I strongly believe, that Moses wrote that law then so that the people will always live according to the plan established, because they are on a journey to the promised land. I know for a fact that the law was made for human, and it's a good thing because it keeps us human in check. Without it, there will be a lot of chaos. So, having established that this law that we are examining did not come from God, that it was Moses that wrote it, I will be making videos, like I explained before, examining each of the laws to know if they are sinful in themselves or if it was the law that made them to become a sin. Thank you for your time today. I will still be here once again to appreciate what we are doing. It will be a kind gesture from you to share this message, like and subscribe to this channel. It's your boy once more, Chukwudubem Ejimelu. I will be here again. Bye for now.